Hi everyone, have a pleasant day. This is Srimati. Today we are going to see the cost accounting department and its relation with other departments. Let us start with the main function of cost accounting department. What it is? It is to record, classify and present cost information. This information is concerned with all the activities of an organization. So to provide adequate and effective information, this cost accounting department should have a proper integration with other departments of an organization. So this department should help mutually to attain the main objective. So the relationship of cost accounting department with other departments is to be described in a following manner. First one is cost accounting department and production department. What is the production department? How it performs? It's an activity of conversion of raw material into finished product. So the cost accounting department helps the production department in estimating the material cost, wage cost and other cost which has been involved in producing a particular product. So the cost accounting helps to find what is the total cost and then how to control the cost and how to reduce the cost of manufacturing. And the next one is cost accounting department and purchase department. So purchase department function is to acquire raw materials of right quality and quantity at your lowest price at the right time from the right supplier to ensure the continuous availability of raw material for the production. So in this regard, the cost accounting department helpful in fixing the various levels of stock like minimum stock, maximum stock, reorder level, reorder quantities and then economic order quantity like this. The next one is the cost accounting department with personnel department. The personnel department function is the recruitment, selection, training and placement of employees in organization. So it always concerns with relating to the labor turnover, time booking, fixing the wage rate, then preparation of payroll, ideal time and overtime, etc. like this. So the cost accounting department always close coordination with the personnel department for effective implementation of the policies which is related to the employees of the organization. So it will helps in fixing the incentives and then the maintenance of records which has been related to the employees. The next is to control and reduce the cost. There should be a proper coordination between the financial accounting department and cost accounting department. So this cost accounting department will help in estimating the cost and recording the actual cost which is related to material, labor and other expenses. So the finance department, it has to provide the required finance to the purchase department for the purchase of raw materials at the right time. So here the cost department, finance department are depending on each other in various activities which has been involved independently discharged by them. And the next one is the cost accounting department and marketing department. The relationship is a very good and smooth relationship since the marketing department has to effectively discharge the function of marketing the products at a competitive price. These prices are fixed based on the cost which has been estimated by the cost accounting department. So the information related to the cost of various products, the alternative methods of marketing, then profitability of different markets, then effects of change in the product mix and then variation of selling price, all these things will give the marketing department for effective decision to derive a maximum profit. Up to now we have seen the cost accounting department relation with the other departments in an organization. Now we are going to see the elements of cost related to the cost sheet. So already we have discussed this in classification of cost under the element of cost. So what it is, a simple ascertainment of cost cannot satisfy the various requirements of decision making. So for effective control and management of decision making, the data has to be provided on the basis of analyzed and classified cost. So we have to classify the cost in differently, like materials, labor and expenses. First with materials. The material cost is the cost of commodities which are supplied to an undertaking, which has been said by ICMA. So there are two types of material cost called direct materials and indirect material cost. So what is direct material cost? The materials which can be identified with units of output or service are known as direct materials. Say for example, the cotton used in the production of cloth, and then the leather which has been used for the production of leather goods, then lime in the production of chalk are the examples of direct materials. So what is indirect materials? This cost which cannot be identified with the specific product, job, process is known as indirect material cost. Say for example, small tools, stationery is used in works, then office stationery, then advertising posters and materials which has been used in the maintenance of plant and machineries at the time of production are the examples of indirect materials. The second element of cost is labor. So the labor is the remuneration paid for physical or mental effect expanded in production and distribution. This labor cost is also divided into direct and indirect portions. So what is direct labor cost? It is the cost of labor directly engaged in production operation. Say for example, the workman engaged in assembling parts, then carpenters engaged in furniture making is an examples of direct labor. And what is indirect labor cost? The cost is the remuneration paid for labor engaged to help the production operations. Say for example, the watchman, sweepers, storekeepers who are all helpful for the production. So then we say it is about indirect labor cost. The next element of cost is expenses. So expenditure other than material and labor will come under this category. So here this is also divided into two, that is direct expenses and indirect expenses. So what is direct expenses? So these are the expenses which can be directly identified with unit of output, job, process or production or services. Then we say it is about the direct expenses. Say for example, the higher charges of special plant which has been used for particular job, then royalty on the products, or cost of special patents, designs or plans for a particular job or work order, etc. All these things we say it is about direct expenditures. What is about indirect expenses? So these expenses other than indirect material and indirect labor which cannot be directly identified with the units of output, job, process, operations, all those things, okay. And then these expenses are incurred commonly for the jobs and process, particularly in case of process. Say for example, the rent, power, lighting, the depreciation, then bank charges, mainly advertising will come under this indirect expenses. Now we see the direct and indirect cost. What is direct cost? We say this is as a direct cost or prime cost. So the aggregate, that is total of all direct cost. Say for example, the direct material, direct labor or wages, and then direct expenses all together we say has a prime cost or direct cost. The aggregate of all the indirect cost, that is indirect material, indirect labor and indirect expenses, we say it is as on cost or overhead. Or these overheads or on cost cannot be identified with a specific product or a job. So it has been apportioned to the output on some reasonable basis only. Now we classify the overheads. So on the basis of functions, the overhead could be classified as the factory overhead, administrative or office overhead, and selling and distribution overhead. First we see with the factory overhead. This is about aggregate of indirect material, indirect wages and indirect expenses which is incurred in the factory. Examples, the indirect materials and indirect wages already we have seen in the indirect cost. Okay, so here the factory expenses such as the rent, power, depreciation, lighting, heating which has been incurred in a factory is called factory overhead. The next one is administrative or office overhead. So this is about indirect administration expenses which comes under this administrative and office overhead. Examples we can easily say the salaries to office staff, accountants, directors' fees, rent of a building, then stationery expenses which has been incurred in the office lighting and bank charges. That is about administrative overhead. And the next one is selling and distribution overhead. So this includes indirect selling and distribution expenses. Say for example, salaries of a salesman, selling commission, then advertising, warehouse rent, then maintenance of delivery vans, then warehouse staff expenses, then warehouse lighting, etc. Now you may have an idea about what is cost, how it is to be prepared. Like there is a cost sheet. The expenses of a product are analyzed under different heads in the form of a statement. Then we say it is about a cost sheet or a statement of cost. Let us see how it is to be prepared. The following is the specimen of cost sheet. So the heading we have to put as cost sheet of so and so business for the month of which month it is going to be prepared. Okay, so you have to put the lines and columns and it should be with the rupees of any currency value, but usually we used to put it in rupees. So start with the particulars. First we have to start with the direct materials and then direct labor and then direct expenses. We have to put all the expenditures directly, when total of these three will be treated as a prime cost. Along with prime cost we have to add works overhead. What it is? The factory expenditure, direct factory expenditures. That is about indirect materials, indirect wages, factory rent and rates, then factory lighting and heating, then power and fuel, then repairs and maintenance. Drawing office expenses, depreciation of plant and machinery, factory stationery, insurance of factory or work manager's salary, water consumption in factory. We have to total this works overhead, that is called the factory overhead, that should be added with prime cost. Then we will get works cost or factory cost or manufacturing cost. Along with this we have to add office or administrative overheads. So what it is? The expenses related to office, not with factory. Factory will come under factory overhead. Now it is with office. So office rent and rates, office lighting, then office stationery, office furniture, depreciation and repairs, office salaries, legal charges, anything, bank commission, telephone and postages, office cleaning. So total of this administrative overhead is added with works cost, then it will come as a cost of production. So along with cost of production, we have to add the selling and distribution overheads. So what are the expenses related to sales department? That is the salesman's salaries, salesman's commission, showroom rent, showroom expenses, advertisement, sales office rent, traveling expenses of salesmen, warehouse rent and rates, warehouse staff salaries, repair and depreciation of delivery vans, then carriage outward. So all this total we say has selling and distribution overhead. So when it has been added with cost of production, we come to know what is the cost of sales. Then we have to find out what is the amount of sale, the total amount of sales. Then we will have the difference as a profit. When profit is added to the cost of sales, the sales can be found. So here the selling price are fixed on the basis of cost of sales. So it ensures that all the costs are recovered and any desired profit is also be obtained. Students, please have a separate note and write down these notes and then the specimen of cost sheet for your further clarification and noting. So until the next, it's bye from Srimati. Thank you.